Hey,
Hi, everybody. Welcome and a big, huge, warm welcome to Debra Zachau. Debra, I'm so happy that you're here today. Thank you for joining me.
thank you for having me. And I apologize for my lighting and angle and everything, but we're going to make it work.
There's not a thing wrong with your lighting. I am loving the golden beam from
I,
our intergalactic friends.
I think you told me that story, and I thought I'd invite my soul group in for the show.
I think that's an excellent idea. We're going to be using the giveaway tool to select the recipients of the readings today. I find that it's a very fair way of handing out readings, because otherwise it's only the early people that get picked, and so this way you could, and I've seen it happen, you could just walk in and say me, and wow, there you are in the next group. We're going to pick readings in groups of 3. So, oh my goodness, oh yeah, here it is. I had a little panic moment there for a second. um, where's my notebook to write these down? I'm making all these crazy claims and I'm not ready. Before we get started, Debra, tell me about what's been happening with you lately. I haven't talked to you for what feels like forever.
While it has been a while, I've been on this learning curve thing with my books, and so slowly
Yeah.
but surely they're getting up online. I have Amazon, and then I also have another distribution place, so it goes over all over the world, not just Amazon. And so one by one every day, and just before we went live, my book went live on a different platform. So um my audiobooks are uploaded, and so it's just eventually, I think the 31st, which is day after tomorrow, is when
Yeah.
my regular book goes on sale in Amazon. So that's what I've been doing, and then writing my next book, of course. And you're writing a book, maybe.
Well, maybe. We
Maybe.
don't know yet.
Rhonda?
Well, maybe. I mean, I'm really tempted to, because I'm really, really tempted to, because I have ideas,
Yeah.
and if it's not going to be anything deeply philosophical, it's going to be a space opera.
Yes, yes.
It's not going to be meaningful in any way. It'll be fun. That's all. Just fun.
Meaningful in any way. You're
Well,
absolutely.
no, it's just going to be. I just want to write a book that's fun to read. Ah, she's
I'm,
gone.
I know that could be in your book. I'm having such trouble with my
Oh
computer.
no, they took her away. No, please.
Yeah,
You were
my
supposed
soul
to saw
family.
this yourselves.
Oh, that's hilarious. That is hilarious.
Perfect timing, Deborah. I don't know how you did that. I'm sorry. We had Gerald and I had a silly casual this morning, and I'm still a little fired up from it. So
I like that.
you're using what deck today? The Clarity Tarot, of
The
course.
clarity, the clarity tarot. Absolutely. How about you?
I have the Learning Tarot, which is by Witchy Cauldron. I like it. It's perfect for my ADD mind. I don't have to remember a thing. I'm I'm um, I'm not so good on the minor arcana. This is where I find it helpful. The major arcana and most of the court cards I'm pretty good at. I get
Mhm.
a little iffy on like the pages, but the minor arcana, yeah. So this deck is really, really useful to me, really helpful to me that way. Um, and the other deck that I have, and I, just so you all know, I did ask both of them if they wanted to, if they wanted to join in the readings. And this is the Tarot of the Mystical Moments, Tarot, you know, which
I like that
It's
title.
it's a wonderful deck. It really is. It's kind of like we were talking about it this morning. Hang on a second. Where's the cover? Here we are. It's fabulous art. It's just fabulous art. This is the just uh it's a little uncomfortable for me to use, but it's also really comfortable for me to use. So I sort of like this, but the art, here's the Queen of Swords.
Nice.
Isn't that
That's
nice?
beautiful. Yes.
Yeah, it's not at all RWS. It is not connected to RWS in any way, but I'll tell you, the imagery tells the story. Here's the four of, and I'm just picking this at random. I just opened the deck and here it is. Here's the Four of Swords. I'm sorry about the glare from the light.
Four of Swords are feathers. Interesting.
Yeah, four feathers, and it's resting and it's allowing to me anyway, it's the rest that you're having in the moon, the intuition, right? Because it's the moon and the emotions. And here comes the inspiration from the universe falling all around you while you're resting. I I love this. I really love this deck. Um, and I know it's supposed to be a Thoth deck, but I don't really know what that means. And I don't really care because, sorry, it works for me. And we work well together, you know?
Mhm.
So those are my decks today. So
Great.
any of you who would like a reading, please type in hashtag me and we will get started. Uh, I'm so excited to hear about your book, though. Like, I really admire you. That must have the amount of work that takes.
The amount of fun. But see, I wanted this to be very, very perfect. So if it dies, once it's launched, if people say, "Oh, I don't like it," then I know it's perfect for me. And I was really obsessed with that because when my Clarity Tarot deck came out, it was produced, it had to go from China. That was during the pandemic, from China to India. And so the card stock was a little less than firm, which I kind of like because my hands don't
Yeah,
get tired. But the
I know.
first three reviews were 1 star on Amazon. It broke my heart. I was in tears. I was hysterical because of the cards, not because of the quality, the deck itself. But so I think it's PTSD from that, and that's why I had to have it just perfect, and that's why it's taken so long. But it's going to launch.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
That was
But I like a softer deck too. I have tiny, delicate flower-like hands,
no.
and so these like big, strong, manly decks, like with the big hands and the riffle shuffle. Can't do a
Break.
riffle shuffle. Yeah, like my hands, I can't do that. In fact, like even this deck, which is okay, this is a standard size tarot card. This deck is just a little bit bigger, not very much bigger,
It is
but it's a
bigger.
huge pain to shuffle. It's just that much bigger that it's awkward,
Yeah.
It's like it's work,
Yeah.
which I don't like. I don't like work,
No,
but
me
I don't
neither.
like I don't like to work to shuffle. But anyway, I'm so sorry that you got those reviews just based on the card stock. To
Yeah.
take it like not look at the substance of it, not to
And
look at
the other one that gave me 1 star was there's a system I use. I'd be happy to share with anybody anytime. You don't have to buy my deck to use it, but there's a system I put together for yes, no. Each card carries a yes or a no. Thank you. But this is the formula, and you can just write it down and use it on your own deck. But what it is that every odd number card is a no, Every even number card is a yes. Every court card is a no. And every major card is a yes. I could have switched them all around. It makes no difference, but that's the formula in basic that I used. That's what I used. But then a lady went on and saw that the devil, which is a major card, and the tower, which is a major card, had a yes on it. And they said, "Oh,
Yeah.
I'm not going to use this card because it's." So when is the devil that bad, or the tower, or when is no or death bad? I just don't get it. It's just information. But anyway, it's not designed to do that. So if people would bother, reading the book and getting to know the yes no formula, you will not be it will not disappoint you. It will not, it's so accurate. So I want to go one second more just with this. So those of you who took the formula are going to use it on your own deck. That's good. So you put 5 cards out, or any odd number cards, but I like 5 more than 3. And if there's more yeses, then it's yes. If there's no more no's, it's no. But the cards are going to tell you why it's yes and why it's no. So if you say, well, am I going to meet someone I can marry in the next 6 months? And then the answer is no, it's going to tell you why it's no. So you can course correct and say, oh, well, I'm going for something that's not in alignment. Let me be in alignment. And the cards are going to say that. So
thank you for telling us that.
Sure.
That's really interesting information. Okay.
To do.
Okay, everybody, I think it's time to get started. So let me get my media assets together. You'll have fun with this, I think. Okay. I know I do. I hope you do too. Okay. When you're selected, okay, that's just a little too loud. Linda and Camarada. I'm sorry, I know I'm butchering your name. Please forgive me. When your name is called, please start typing your question in the comments. And I will mark it and answer your question when we've drawn all 3 people, okay? All 3 lucky winners. So Linda Ann is our first lucky winner. And what did I just do? Okay, I don't know what I just did, but here we go again. Debra. What? Okay, what? I'm apparently very awkward with this today. It went way more smoothly. Nivra, are you here? Please start typing in your question. And I'm going to try and catch up with the questions after. Come on. Okay. Oh, hi, Mirella. I didn't say hello to anybody. Hello to all of you. And please, okay, I've got you, Linda Ann. I'm sorry, I completely forgot.
What'd you forget?
Oh, man.
You're to things that aren't. Okay.
No, that's Irene Vera. I didn't mean to show that. Okay, hold on for a second here. Let me try to recoup myself before I pick the third one.
And Irene, it's the hashtag me. There's
yeah. Vera. Yeah, hashtag me for a reading, Irene. Hang on just a second.
What's your birthday?
There we go.
Uh,
Mine?
Marie.
Oh,
No, I'm Nevra. What's your birthday?
okay. Okay, let's go back and try to organize this a little bit better. Okay, I think this is my favorite.
Craig.
Craig Gibson. Okay, Craig, please start typing your question. And I've got I've got Linda's, and now I need Craig's, and hang on.
Nevra.
Nibra. Yeah, Nibra, I need your question too.
She typed it in already.
Did
It's
she?
about
Oh, I
the
missed it.
records, and then I asked her for her birthday, but she didn't hear me.
Oh, okay. Let's go back. What direction the Akashic Masters? Oh, okay. So I haven't. You know what, Nibra? I have not opened the records. Yeah, Nibra, your question makes absolutely perfect sense. And any message from Clara for Craig? Okay, let's go back to our. And just give me a second here. Okay, all right. Well, I wasn't as well organized as I thought I was. I'm going to
No, you
take.
fooled me.
I'm going to take a minute to open the records. And
Nivra, you don't have to change your question. All I did was ask for your birthday. Okay, Linda Ann has hers up there, I think.
okay, yeah, Linda Ann has hers there too. And so we're just, okay, so let's start with the 3 deep breaths. This will take maybe 2 minutes of your time. So breathe in deeply, hold your breath at the top, and then let your breath out through your mouth. So we are surrounded by the pure white light of divine source. We ask Archangel Michael to protect and guide us, and we call forth all of our angels, guides, beings of light, and Akashic Records masters to assist us now to receive information of the highest truth, highest frequency of light and love, allowing us to receive exactly what we need for our greatest good and the greatest good of humanity. Thank you. We open ourselves to the light, and with this light, to our highest truth and our soul's purpose. We call upon the Akashic Records masters, guardians of the records, and beings of light who serve the divine plan in truth and clarity to guide us to our highest good and the highest good of all in divine love. And we ask the Akashic Records masters to assist us in accessing the records to receive exactly what is needed for the highest truth, the highest timeline, and the greatest good for all. And with this said, this group, consisting of the people here now, those who will join us later, and those who will watch the replay, are given the opportunity to access the records to receive exactly what is needed for the highest truth, the highest timeline, and the greatest good for all.
I might be the one that's frozen. I'm not sure. Can anybody see me? Hear me? I've got Linda here who's frozen for me. Is she frozen for you too?
The truth to best serve them on their healing journey into the love and light of Akashic Records.
That's just Linda. Okay. Yeah, she came in for a second. Oops, maybe not. Right. Linda, you're frozen. I'm trying to wake her up here. I'll shake my table. Linda. Really, you're funny. Linda is in. Linda's out. Linda's in. Linda's out. Oh, she's going to be so disappointed that her meditation has been interrupted by the cold blast. Oh, she'll be back. I'm sure she hasn't left us forever. So how is everybody? Have you felt the shift as far as creativity goes? Yes, I'm sure you have. I have really been downloaded with a bunch of creative stuff. Oh, good. Text her. Yes. Thanks, Marilla. I think she knows because she's been kicked off the platform. I didn't do it. I don't want to be blamed for this. Red Dragon, you said absolutely. Yeah, I'm in charge. Be careful. Oh my God. It's stirring. Yes, you know, the muse, when it comes, I always think that because I'll struggle with getting into the flow of like writing. And then all of a sudden when you're in the flow, it's like I stop aging. Time flies. Time stops and flies all at the same time. And it's so awesome. I'm sure you've all felt it, but I've felt it a lot in the last week. I don't have my glasses on. Shoot. Somebody's been sick all week. Feels odd. Definitely felt DC being knocked off balance, which is good for all of us. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're right. I wasn't going to get into politics, of course, but yeah, I see that. I see that. You want to take over. Yeah, I'm going to take over. I'll keep going. I messaged her on Discord. I haven't been on the Discord. I need to learn more about Discord. Get in the know. Thank you, Marilla. Just texting her. Yeah. I've been doing an awful lot of fun stuff. My life is so fun and perfect. But you're right. Somebody had mentioned the people in DC catching, karma is catching up with them. Definitely catching up with them. And I think that's great. Standing in the light. I'm going to check my email. I've got to exit the full screen first and see if she has emailed me. Nope. I sent I'll just go ahead and ask for prayers because I sent my book to 2 contests and I'd love to have an award of some sort. Do the guides or cards say St. Pete, Clearwater, Florida, be safe from hurricanes this year? Aw. Yeah, we want to stay in the clear of that. Since, what do you call it? What's that? FEMA has been dismantled, but maybe it'll come back on because all the tariffs are gone. Let me start a reading for Linda Ann. I did your numbers, sweetheart. And you're a 34-7, and your question was, I believe, I don't know exactly what it was, but I believe it was something about your Akashic Records guide. No, that was Navira. I'm not sure what your question was, Linda. But I'm just going to, just for fun, I'll do a general for you. And then when your question comes on, maybe I'll answer it, maybe not. So the way I do generals is I lay out 6 cards. The first one that means nothing. The first one just gives me a suit. That's it. So it's the suit of pentacles. So this is Spirit saying, we're going to talk about money, tangible, house, business, job, people, relationships. When a relationship has matured into something being declared a relationship, like marriage or engagement or something like that, then it moves from the emotion of the cups into the tangibility of the pentacles. So a lot of readings you think, oh, it's a pentacle, it doesn't mean relationships, but yes, it does. So I'm going to talk to you about the tangibles right now, and it looks like there's something that's going to come to an end. It's something that's don't freak out, because it's something you truly don't like to do. As Spirit is saying to you right now, give it up. Give it up. So the reason I got to this is the 8 of Pentacles reversed. Upright means you're washing the dishes. It looks like washing dishes. But upright means that it is you're doing well financially. You know what you're doing. What comes in reverse? It's like this one thing you're doing or thinking you should learn how to do. Spirit is saying, set it aside, socialize, get a lighter heart going, because it's already destined. Just allow it to move this uneasiness, that should energy. Oh, I should be doing this. I should be doing that. If you can set that aside, you're going to move into calmer waters with the 6 of Swords. And guess what? Whoops. Yeah.
I'm back.
Hi.
Okay.
The death card.
I don't have any idea what just happened. I had to restart my Chrome. I'm sorry, I'm interrupting your reading. I'll shut up now. Anyway,
no, that's
I'm
okay. The same thing with my electronics today. And all I say is Saturn or Neptune. Let's get them off.
That is.
Anyway, I've got the death card for you. So this is what tells me that there's going to be something absolutely natural coming to an end, and something's going to come to a natural end, which is good. That's good. And it'll free you up. I've got the 8 of Swords right now with you feeling trapped about something. Usually the shoulds. And it's coming in reverse, meaning you're going to free yourself up. So that's the blessing from Spirit saying, let go of the stuff you really don't want to do, but you think you should.
And whose reading was that?
That was Linda Ann's.
Okay, thank you. Linda Ann. I'm just trying to catch up here. That was so weird. That was so spooky.
I know. I signed on today and my camera didn't work. So now I'm at this angle with my little 15-inch laptop. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Hi, Jonathan.
Okay. Oh, Jonathan's here. Hi, Jonathan.
Yeah, hi from Hawaii.
No, we're doing Linda. Sorry.
Yeah, I didn't know what her question was, so we did a general.
Yeah. Well, that's what she wanted. Was general guidance.
She says I can identify with that.
Okay.
That's good. I'm glad. It's nice to have a little note from the spirit guides. Here, take this to the class, teacher. You don't have to do that stuff you don't like.
How interesting, Linda Ann, because I have the 4 of Swords in reverse, which is finding mental strength, awakening, rejoining the world, coming out of isolation. I can't read without my close-up. Coming out of isolation, rejoining the world, and finding mental strength. I love that for you. And that sounds like it's pretty congruent with what you heard from Debra. How? Oh, I love this for you too. This is the 10 of Wands. This is the 10 of Wands. Look at that gorgeous card.
Oh, it's so
and
pretty.
This is responsibilities, burdens, overload. Oh, yes. So this is where you stuff that you want to get rid of. I mean, it's really pretty, but it's very heavy. And she is carrying it as a burden. It's no longer a source of joy to her. And look, she's about to add flower. So no matter how much she loves it and how beautiful it is, it is crushing her. Of some of the ones that you already have. Hang on. I just have to reset the focus here. No, maybe not. Okay. Sometimes the focus works and sometimes it doesn't. Now you can see my beat up, scarred hands. I hope that was helpful to you, Linda. Thank you for asking. Thank you for playing our giveaway game. And
thank you for playing.
Hang on. Okay. This works sometimes. It's not going to work this time. Okay. I'm just going to give up. That's it. Okay. Next, we have Nivra.
Yes.
Who wants to know who is the cause of all this chaos and commotion, because it all happened in the middle of the prayer to the Akashic Records, of the opening of the key and the prayer to the Akashic Records masters. Just a second here. Let me see if I can do this again, because it worked before. There we go. Likes hot pink. Okay. Okay, Nivra. If you're ready to go, Deborah, you go.
No, you do you. Unless
Okay.
you can't get there. If you can't get there.
Okay, there's permission. I hear one step at a time, do what's in front of you. Follow your inspiration. You're connected, Nivra. We all know that. That's not even a question at this point. You're being inspired. You receive the inspirations, act on them. And do what's in, they keep repeating this, do what's in front of you, do what's in front of you. That's your path. Do what's in front of you. So if it's in front of you to wash the dishes, wash the dishes. If the next thing is to sit down and read a book, then read that book. If the next thing is to pick up a deck of cards, tarot or oracle or whatever, and just go through them, then do that. Do what's in front of you. You are being guided. You are being inspired. You are receiving the messages clearly. You know, you have a knowing. You have a knowing. Follow that knowing that you have in your heart, inside of you. That's what I have for you, Nivra. It's not a question of what direction. It's a question of what's in front of you.
That's so funny, because I didn't go into the Akashic Records. Excuse me.
Yeah, you're always connected, Debra. I don't even know why you say that.
I understand that, but I go in a different way with different expectations and ask if the soul is requesting assistance. Sometimes it is requesting assistance, sometimes not, but I decided to do a different kind of reading. And now my voice is going between. What's going on with this show? It's riddled with little gremlins. So just like what our sweet Linda said, when she says, just go forward with what's in front of you. It's exactly what I got. The reverse Ace of Wands being moved. It says, stop, stop, stop. Don't start that new thing. Continue on your road of not feeling like a victim. So this upright, 10 of Swords upright is like, oh, someone threw me under the bus. Well, you're like over that. And this is the coolest thing. You got the 2 and the 3 of Wands together.
Ooh.
And that means, So because I got here's a little schooling. I got the Ace of Wands too, but it
Yeah.
came in reversed. It says, do not start anything new, because what you've got going is going to give you many nice small steps to success, with the overall vision being spot on.
Yeah.
So, and don't worry. That's easy for me to say, don't worry, but the next two cards tell me that you're worried about its value, your movement, your action. Well, I'm going to measure its value. And this is what you're not supposed to do, because I've got the reversed Queen of Pentacles along with the reversed Two of Pentacles, saying, don't worry about the money. Don't worry about what people think, because that's all in Pentacle land, right? It doesn't matter what others think. Doesn't matter. Just do exactly what we said and you're going to be fine.
Yeah.
Let's just
Yeah,
say that.
do what's in front of you. Just follow. You don't need to change. It's not a question of direction. You're on the path. There's no direction to change. There's like
I
nothing
love
to change.
seeing that.
Yeah, I love that.
I love
Good
that.
for you, Nibra. That's
Yeah.
awesome. That's really awesome. I
She
love
looks
that.
like that movie star. There's a movie star that looks just like her. What's her name? She's very famous and very talented. Anyway, that's what she looked like to me.
Okay.
Claire.
And Craig, who wants to hear from Clara?
Let me find her. It might take a minute. Clara, come to me.
Yeah, she has to come to me after.
Oh, there she is. There she is. Thank you, Clara. So I don't know what this means. You will probably know what it means. I've got the Queen of Swords. She's pointing to someone who is alive. The Queen of Swords comes in upright. So it's a very bright woman that is alive in your life, and it has something to do with family of origin, family legacy. So there's somebody in your family or someone who advises you with your family. And so her message is, things aren't done, not over yet. Whatever this means. I've got the world reversed. The world upright means, oh, you've ended a cycle. You've been around the world in 80 days or however long it takes the journey. And then it's over. Well, it's not over just yet. And it's also, it looks like the Hermit is reversed, meaning you are called outside of the relationship with you and Clara. So in other words, it's almost like you meditate to be with Clara, to be close with Clara, you go into that vibe that you know so well with Clara. And it looks like you've been called away from that pathway to her, which is not good or bad. It's just that she acknowledges that that might be happening. And she thinks you're doing a wonderful job as far as negotiating or being with people, because you're not arguing. You're not anybody's thorn in their side or stone in their shoe. You know, you're not disruptive at all. She really loves that about you. Five of Wands reversed.
Oh, it's interesting how, okay, so this may have to do not so much with Clara, okay? Because the first card that I picked for you was the Knight of Pentacles, which is about patience and perseverance, and about persevering, hardworking, persevering to reach a goal. Whatever that goal might be. Well, it's right in front of him. It's that pentacle, right? And he's not moving. All right. He's the only knight who's not actually in motion. So he's just sitting there and contemplating and being patient and waiting until the moment is right to move. Okay. So that's an interesting sort of echo of Debra's reading. And the second card that I pulled from the other deck was Strength, which is inner resolve and inner strength. It's about your ability to maintain yourself in the face of distraction, opposition, whatever may be going on around you. It's your ability to maintain your own equanimity, your own, to be centered. In other words, to be centered while stuff is going on around you that, you know, you want to observe, but you don't want to absorb. So how interesting. Yes, yeah, how interesting. It is guidance for you, Craig, but I'm not entirely sure that it comes from Clara herself. And that's what I have for you.
Awesome. Dreamweaver had a question, but we're doing the Pick Me tool, so you have to put #me before you can ask your question.
Yeah. And well, yes. So maybe don't watch it so much, and maybe watch some, you know, funny kitten videos, because there's, like, the internet is full of that, and otters with hats, and, you know, there's all kinds of stuff that you can watch, you can look at, especially on YouTube, as eye bleach, you know, or brain bleach, however you want to look at it. So cleanse your palate, cleanse your yeah, don't bring it into the bedroom. That's right. Just no TVs in the bedroom. Never. Don't do that. Okay, so we're ready for the second round. Do I have? Oh yeah. Okay, so the giveaway tool is not set up anymore.
Go get it.
So we'll start over.
Crazy day.
Oh, this is so much fun. Okay. And apparently I know what's happened. Okay. We're going to wait a little bit because I'm going to ask everybody who was here before I rejoined. It seems that your #me's are no longer counting because, as you can see, I'm only showing, oh, okay. All right. Sorry. No, you can't see because I didn't set it up because, you know, come on, Linda. Pardon me.
Oh, everyone's doing it. Good. Everyone's getting back.
Okay, yeah, we're up at 9. I'm so sorry that we're having to do this, but yeah, technical difficulties. Thank you for your patience. You guys are really, really awesome. So just, honestly, we're up to 13. I think we should be up to 20 pretty soon. Yeah. And so I'm going to wait a couple of more minutes while we patiently. Oh yeah, here's some feedback I would like from the audience. You notice down in the lower right-hand corner, we have the chatters from both of our channels appearing. Do you like that or not? I thought it was a good idea because when you're in somebody's channel, you only see that channel's comments. And I thought I've always wanted to see what everybody else had to say. But
so this is from both of our channels?
Yeah, this is from both of our channels. This is exactly, yeah. So so I want to know, you guys like that or not, or is it distracting, or is it a pain, or, you know, like, just let me know if this is something you want me to.
Patrick says, love it, like it.
Oh, yeah.
I'll have to learn. You have to teach me how to do that.
Yeah, I will, absolutely. Okay, we've got 21. Let's get started. And okay, so this time. I much love. Ah, oh, yeah. I'm sorry, but I think that's hilarious. Lacey Gray, are you here, darling? Lacey Gray, please start typing your question. And now we'll go to, we'll draw someone else. Oh, wait, but before that, I have to start the music. Oh, let's do the cat circus. Oh, cat circus doesn't want to play. Oh, well. Okay. Now it wants. Yeah. Oh, no, I didn't. Okay, great. Rena?
Thank you.
Okay, who's next? Why is it doing that? It keeps flipping back to looping. Never mind. It's supposed to fade. Craig. Oh, okay, yeah. No, we're going to skip Craig because you got your reading. So we'll try again with another draw. Chrissy Murphy to time that just about perfectly. Okay, all three of you, please start typing your questions and we will start answering them. I'm delighted by the whole idea of the musical accompaniment to the giveaway tool. I'm sorry, I'm having a lot of fun with it. Okay, yeah, it's called Cat Circus. Craig says he put Morella's name in. You can't do that, Craig. That's not how this works. Okay, so I have your question, Rena. And let's see, who else? There was Brina and Lacey and Chrissy Murphy. And I don't see Lacey's question. Lacey, if you're here, please start typing your question. And oh, thank you, Brina. I'm so happy you like it. Okay, so we're waiting for Lacey and Chrissy Murphy to type their questions. But in the meantime, oh, good. I'm glad you were joking, Craig, because really.
I'd like guidance for the.
Okay. Got your question, Lacey. Thank you. And Chrissy Murphy. Are you still here, Chrissy? Oh, there she is.
What's your birthday?
Okay.
We're gonna draw. It's hashtag Chrissy. Me.
Hashtag me. Yeah.
So I've got Chrissy's birthday. What about Lacey's birthday? Oh, thank you, dear. Because you're the one stuck in a rut. Got to get you out of that rut. And usually, to get out of the rut, you have divine gifts. Everyone has divine gifts, but they think they're not special because it's that type of thing that you're good at. And when you're good at something, you think everyone can do it. It's not that special. Get out of this rut. So let me do your numbers. That'll give me an idea of what your divine gifts are. Oh. Okay, the rut it is. This is not a new feeling for you. You've had it even as a little
Ooh.
kid. This is what made your childhood so hard, because you felt under the gun to do something, but everything stood in your way. Everything, you'd have an idea about something and someone would say, no, that's not a good idea, but you knew it was a good idea. I could go on and on. I won't. But I see you. I see you. I see you. And let me see. And you're in a real practical year, 8 personal year. So this is what it is. If you have a challenging 8 personal year, we have to reflect on what happened in the 7th personal year, which was last year. Last year, you were to align to what your declarations of truth were, your declarations of truth morally and ethically. But and you're going to say, yeah, I know morally and I know who I am. But apparently you're not able to describe clearly to another person who you are. And that's very important to do, to be able to understand who you are at soul level, on a spiritual, ethical, moral level, be able to actually explain it, understand it deeply enough to explain it. I know that's an odd way of looking at it, but it will help you in your 8th personal year, because that's when you need everything you know to be true and understand to be true about yourself will manifest mad fast. So also, you're a master number 33, and you can get in your own way so easy because of your perfectionism and your sweet charm about control. A little bit of control freak about things. So what I'm asking you to do, and this is will unrut you, is to back up from everything and entertain the thought that maybe your perspective on everything, whatever is in front of you, is wrong. Question it. Question every single item that comes in your mind. Maybe I need a new way of thinking about that. I need a new idea about that. And it can happen, your enlightenment can happen in an instant, because the potential, even though the struggle of master numbers is real, the potential of moving fully into your fullness in this lifetime, you have more benefits, more opportunities to have that grow. But what we all do as master numbers is get in our own way by thinking we know how things should be, and then we try to encourage others to form our idea of what should be. And that's hard work, and it's work that we shouldn't be doing. You might have to re-listen to that, and I'm available elsewhere than just here. So I'd bless you to be with that.
So, Laura, I have past and I have present future here for you. So it's very cool how this works. And keep in mind what you just heard from Debra, because this fits. So in the past, we have shattered dreams, unhappiness, misery, lack of fulfillment. Okay, that's your past. It is the 10 of cups, the 9 of cups reversed. Okay, so very, very heavy, very unfulfilling, very, oh my God, very stuck, very stuck. And the next card is the 8 of Wands, which is a change, which is going with the flow, movement. Look at her. I mean, to me, this is like a perfect embodiment of the 8 of Wands, the whole concept behind the 8 of Wands. The winds of the universe are lifting her and carrying her to a whole new country, a whole new place to be, a whole new experience as a human being. There she is. I want you to take a really good look at this card, okay? And sear it in your memory so that you have it to refer to when things go kind of sideways for you. There she is. Whew, I was afraid this was going to happen again. Okay, so there you have it, Lacey. Your past, which is one of real stuckness and unhappiness and unfulfilled dreams, and your future, your present and your future, where you are going with the flow and moving on and creating, establishing a whole way of being for yourself. I'm so.
Uh-oh. Doggone it. Saturn, Neptune. I don't know anything about astrology. I just know how to do that. It's going to bounce it back any second. Oh no, Marillis. Here we are again. Oh my goodness. Oh gosh. It's tough where you're at, Lacey. I got to tell you, master numbers are really hard to master in this lifetime. I'm going to go ahead and move into Chrissy's addition and see what we've got. And you are in a 4 personal year. And 81. So you are in, oh man, this is a tough year for you too, Chrissy. I'm just going to dive into Chrissy Murphy's one because I have your birthday, and I'll just go ahead and move into that. You're a 23-5, a 5 life path, but the 23 tells me what life lessons you're here to learn. So the 5 means you have a little bit of trouble finding freedom inside of commitments. So sometimes you stay superfluous about things. Well, maybe I'll go, maybe I won't. And if you've learned throughout the years, or you should be able to learn throughout the years to say, yeah, right now that party sounds like fun on Saturday, but I'll let you know on Friday whether I'm coming or not, that type of thing. So you leave your way out of it. Also, if you don't allow yourself, if 5s don't have enough money in the bank to just go away for the weekend, it's a pretty miserable life. You can get really bogged down. So understand that money gives you options, and options is all that the 5s live for, and rightfully so. But having a 4 personal year means Spirit of this year is asking you to really study, tie up loose ends. And I know that sounds really boring, but it's like whatever you started last year, which was your creativity year, and brought into this year, Chrissy, you need to follow up on that and dot all the I's and cross all the T's. And that's your lesson for this year. The blessing of this year is that you've got time to do it all. You've got the gift of time. So that's part of what is. Linda says, I'll be right back. I'm going to put my glasses on so I can read everything now. Yeah, so I've got, that's, I don't know where your question might be. I'll try and find it, but I hope that helps. Yeah, I've got the bigger light on. I'm going to go ahead and look for Brianna's question. Might not have spelled that right. I was writing really, really fast. I'm looking. Maybe if you wouldn't mind retyping your question, I'd appreciate it. That might work out better for me. Hello, Reverse Images. It's good to see you. Is there a shadow? Is there a shadow side of a number in a person? Of course. There's always, oh yeah, that's what I've been writing about, reverse images. Yeah, you got a shadow side. And Brina, oh, I'm so happy you gave me a shadow side and a light side of everything. Definitely. Let me do the addition. Hello, welcome back.
At least now I know what to do, so I can come back and like
Oh,
jig time. Okay, so we're going to have to reconnect with the giveaway tool.
you do that. And I'll
How
finish recording the.
how pressed are you for time this afternoon?
Yeah, well, I know we haven't been on long enough to do. I mean, we've been on, but not long enough to get a lot of readings in. So I'll stick around for a while.
Yeah.
Just checking.
Oh, thank
Checking.
you. I was hoping.
7 plus.
Okay, so and again, I'm going to ask everybody to type in me, #me, because
Wow, Brina, I got news for you, girl head. Okay, so do you mind if I go ahead and read for Brina?
yeah, please go ahead. I'm just getting set up here.
Well, go. God bless you. I know how hard it is with technology. So, Brina, I got to tell you, girlfriend. So this is an unusual number for me. Combination of numbers for you're a one life path, which is a lot of people are one life path, but your life lessons are 3 and 7, 37. So imagine 3, 7 slash, and then the 1, which is 10, you reduce it to 1. All right. So the 7 is the first number to the left of the slash is the most important life lesson. And that's 7. It's like you're curiosity driven. And if you don't have enough time to really research something, that can be tough on you, but that's a lesson you need to learn. One of the things you may have found yourself doing before, but maybe not now, is things like, you'll start learning something new that kind of interests you. And all of a sudden you decided you know everything about it without really studying deeply. And then you'd speak out of turn or something, or all of that. That's only because you're really good at coming up with new ways to look at things. In other words, you learn things as if you're going to teach things. And yes, your students are already gathering. Plus, you've got that creativity. You need to loosen up and have that creativity. You are an amazing teacher. Amazing teacher. And you have a 5 personal year coming in, which should be a wonderful year, as long as you don't bog yourself down with things that you feel you have to do and you stay flexible. And I think you're evolved enough to absolutely take advantage of it. You stay flexible with things because life is going to pivot, but only on your behalf. So when you get stuck in a rut or stuck in an idea that you're not flexible with, you're going to have challenges and disappointments, because this is the year life has permission to say, let me just move this environment around to either force you or entertain you to think differently about something. So, but wow. So go online and look up what a 37/1 life path means in numerology, and you'll just find out a lot about yourself. She fell asleep in front
So
of the
Brina,
night and woke up hearing was Polish. Prior life in Poland.
Yeah, Brina, yeah, you did. You I'm getting a lifetime. Just it's just before war breaks out. World War One, I'm thinking, because of the way people are dressed. Women are still in long dresses, and the men are in those like really heavy suits. And it's an area of Poland that is now actually part of Ukraine. So at the time, it would still have been the Austro-Hungarian Empire, and it was the kingdom of Galicia. And It's a middling-sized town of about 5,000 people. You speak both Polish and Ukrainian. They're very similar languages, I understand. Like they're about 60, 70. They bear the same sort of relationship that sort of like Portuguese and Spanish do. Um, or I suppose French and Spanish. French and Spanish are a little further apart. Um, you're a teacher at the local school, and it's a town that's far enough away from. I can't give you any names. Okay, don't even ask me for names. I see a landscape. I see the town. It's a uh, it's a town within the Pale of Settlement, which is basically where Russia sent all the Jews that it didn't want in Russia. It said, okay, you can live in this, you can live here. And so there's a lot of Jews in your community. There's a synagogue. It's an active Jewish community. Um, there's some interaction between the two. And you're about maybe 19, 20 years old at this point. You have your teacher's credentials. So when you finished school, you did more school. You have a couple of suitors, but you have a crush on the tailor's son, who is Jewish. You're Christian. There is absolutely no way that he would never be permitted to marry you because Jewishness is passed along maternally, right? So his family would never allow him to marry a non-Jewish woman, and your family would never allow you to marry a Jewish man. You would be kidnapped and locked up in the attic if that ever, I mean, that would just never happen. So you marry a merchant's son. Nice man, solid man, good man. Hardworking, kind, very tolerant. And then war breaks out. And the army is, well, I'm not even, I don't want to talk about it. I mean, I don't want to like start talking about horrors, but yeah, your village is overrun. Your town is becomes part of the battleground. There are atrocities, and you and your husband die in each other's arms. You don't have any children because you've only been married maybe 2 years, a year at that point, a year or two. Yeah, and that's what I'm going to say about that. So yeah, Brina, you did not make up what like it wasn't a dream. It was a memory coming back, and I don't know if it was Polish or if it was Ukrainian that you heard, because they can sound very similar. But yeah, there you are.
Before we move away from Brina, I do have another message for her. But that was
good.
really
Okay.
Brina, I'm very sorry. With my messy handwriting, I mixed up your numbers. You've already mastered 37. So you're not a 37-1, you are a 40, you 40/4, which makes you a lot more stable, the stable genius kind of thing. Still having a 5 personal year, but it might mean that before I was saying the year is pretty fun. This year might be a little more challenging because it's asking you to be flexible, and you're not as flexible as if you were a 37-1. So when you go online to look up your numbers, it's 40/4 life path number in numerology. And I'm terribly sorry about that. I mixed up my numbers.
Well, that's fine.
Translate.
Brina, if you want to know more about the history in Eastern Europe between Poland and Ukraine and the war and stuff like that, there is a professor who used to be at Harvard University, but he and his wife left when she's an expert. Her name is Marcy Shore, and his name is Timothy Snyder. They are world-renowned experts. Marcy Shore, her area of expertise is the rise of fascism and how fascism, in what environments. She studies fascism and how it happens. And between the two of them, they are a powerhouse intellectually. He has a series on YouTube, which was sponsored by Harvard, where he used to teach. Now he's at the University of Toronto. Yes. And it's a history. It's 10, I think 10 1-hour lectures, and literally lectures, like the camera's in the back of the classroom and he lectures. It's worth watching. He's also written several books, and they're worth reading too, especially the most recent one, which is called On Tyranny. But in terms of history, he is a renowned expert on Eastern European history. So take a look at what they have to say, both Marcy Shore and Timothy Snyder, mostly for the history, and Marcy Shore mostly for the philosophy. So yeah, I hope that was helpful to you. Yeah, I think you had a wonderful experience. I really do. And this is often how past life memories come back. Today's show is going to run a little long because of the technical difficulties we had. We've only so far completed like 5 readings. I was hoping to get to 8 or 9, and we'll see what happens. Next, we have Chrissy Murphy, who is wondering about career prospects. Oh, that's interesting. She's currently unemployed. Okay, Chrissy. Debra, if you're ready.
Yes. Well, while you were gone, I did read on this, but not specifically for career. So, but this, I got her birthday. I did add it up right. I double checked. And what? And she's a 23/5. So I want to make sure that I've got you the right year. I mean, the right personal year. Yeah, it's a 4 personal year. So, so as far as career goes, you can really do anything but consider being on a YouTube channel. Consider being in front of the camera instead of behind it. Consider how you can be a tour guide or a teacher of some sort, different cultures, different places in the world, just different places in your city. You were born to be in front of people, is what I'm saying. And so if that doesn't resonate with you, entertain the thought of having a new idea about it instead of just saying, oh, I could never do a YouTube channel. I don't know if you are or not. Just entertain the thought that that might not be as true as you might have decided it is. But this is the year to be flexible on things. Because if you're in a rut, if you're worried about not moving forward in a career, or then maybe it's time to think about something like that?
Hmm. I have another past and future reading for you. And this is just how the cards fell out, okay? Because I don't ask them to do it. I just ask them to show me something about Chrissy's career prospects because she's currently unemployed. So just show me about that. And I have the reversed, oh Lord. Okay, look. I'm just going to do it, okay? I have the reversed Seven of Cups, which is clarity. Oops, sorry. Pardon my fat fingers here. Let's try with my other hand.
Oh my God.
Clarity, reality. Okay. Come on, focus. Hello. Okay, never mind.
You just read it.
Lack of choices, opportunities, or options. That's the reverse Nine of Cups. Sorry, Seven of Cups. See what I mean about me and the minor arcana? The reverse Seven of Cups. Lack of choices, lack of opportunity, and the cold, hard truth of reality setting in. Okay? That's number one. That's your current situation. The future, ha ha ha. The Ten of Pentacles. Look at this. Prosperity, opportunity, the ability to share with the people around you. And I think that's important because sharing with the people around you doesn't necessarily mean money, right? It could mean knowledge. It could mean experience. It could mean insight. It could mean readings. It could mean, like Debra said, tours, sharing your knowledge about a city or about a building with people, like a museum or something like that. So I think this is very hopeful for you. This is very this is a suggestion for a direction that you might want to look at that you haven't maybe considered before, and it's also the outcome of that. So good for you, Chrissy. You have good things coming.
Chrissy just said earlier that she doesn't want to go back to corporate. That is why you're not finding a job, is because you think you should go back to corporate.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
You are an oracle. Oh my God, you are a master of communication, and so get a new idea. Try on a new idea about that, and just do a site. What about writing books, or just
Yeah,
you do all that in a bag of chips?
put
Little,
yourself out.
yeah.
Share with the people around you. Share with and the people around you could be, in Germany. Oh, oh, there she's back. Uh-oh, no, please. Oh, thank you.
You're frozen so
I
far,
haven't,
but you're a bit frozen.
you're breaking up.
I am. Am I breaking up? I don't
You know,
know.
I have an Ethernet connection, okay? I'm not even using Wi-Fi for this, but
Me
it's
neither. Oh no. It's your yeah, it's the cable. Oh gosh, that's a shame. I'm terribly sorry that I got those numbers wrong, Brina, earlier, but it's like you've already mastered what I had already told you, but you're moving on. And I'm so sorry she's been kicked off. We both use Ethernet, which means we're not on Wi-Fi at all. We're right from the modem. So if she's having trouble with her connection, then it's the modem. And a lot of times those just go out, just like my ex. They just disappear. so, so, oh, Brina, she says, it makes sense as I get older. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it, when we get older and by the time the first two numbers that make up your your life path number, those are, if you know what lessons you're on the planet to learn, it makes it so much easier to navigate. And what's really fun is when you and a friend study these things. So your friend can keep in mind, oh yeah, you're a natural 4 life path. And so when she sees you or he sees you riding motorcycles down a dark a dark road with no light lamp on, they'll know that you're out of your mind. Whereas a 5 wouldn't be out of their mind doing that, or a 1 wouldn't be out of their mind doing that, right? But so if we know each other, so this is why I was writing a book with the idea that if someone knew your life, your birthday, like a policeman, or would have your birthday, or a medical would have your birthday, if they just knew your life path number, they would understand how you take in information, how you process information. And my theory is let's say somebody's going to be jumping off a bridge and you know their life path number, the first sentence you say will be the right combination of words to have them reconsider the jump. And that's how fully invested and dedicated I am to the basics of just your life path number. I don't go into the name and all that stuff. I'm not saying I'm not going to go into that, but just the basic birthday number. And so when you know yourself that well, then you can self-parent better, and you've spent less time spinning your wheels. What should I do? Like was it Chrissy? I can't stand thinking about going back into a corporate job. You were never meant to be in that. And it's not like wasting time, because I'm sure you built some sort of money, and created assets for yourself. But it comes a time, the minute you align with your 5 life path, then that's when windows and doors open up. So, and bringing you what you want. So it's really remarkable. I was just talking about numerology.
Oh, I am fascinated by it. I really am.
I love it so much.
I'm going to set up the giveaway tool one more time.
Okay.
Oh, Lord. And hold on for a second. It's taking a long time to
We
come
were
up
just
here.
talking about it, but if you're on the Ethernet, that means your modem is going out. It does not have, doesn't have anything to do, or your cable has gone out with,
No, I've been watching my modem. It's right here.
I know, but
No, it hasn't though. The modem has been,
I won't
think,
argue with
maybe
you. I'm not
streaming.
trying to challenge you. I'm just telling you what I do know for sure is that, and those modems can just kind of,
well, that's
stop.
Wobble. Oh, maybe I'll have to ask for a new modem then, because when I first started, I was using Wi-Fi, but then I got a cable and an Ethernet cable and connected it, and it's much, much better.
Yeah.
No, that's not what I want. Okay, we may have to cut this at this point because the giveaway tool just does not seem to want to cooperate. And
it's getting on to about an hour and a half now, and I do have a reading coming up soon.
Yeah. I think I'm not getting any cooperation from my technology aside from cutting out unpredictably. The giveaway tool does not want to appear. So we're going to cut the reading short. My apologies, because I know, but don't worry, Debra will be back soon, I hope. And
Sure.
and we'll do this again, and I will troubleshoot whatever the issues were and shenanigans. Oh God, I love you so much.
I read that and cracked up. That's funny.
I know you're not, honey. I know you're not. But yeah, it's yeah. I'm sorry. I want to thank you, Deborah, for coming in with me today. I love reading with you. It's always a joy and big magic for me to read with you. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
that's
it
so
is.
sweet. Thank you so much. I love being here.
So thank you all for being here. Please don't forget to subscribe to both of our channels, support our channels,
Thank you.
and love you all so much. And we'll see you again. Bye.
Love you. Bye.